guess, I'm just trying to, I don't know, say some stuff and do some things. And holy crap, the screen is huge. Yeah, you can see some weight over here. Hello? Can you hear me? There's a mute button. Cool. See if you can change the background over here. That would be interesting. Where I get myself in trouble. You need to take vitamins. Wait, hold on, I can't. What? I took something else tonight. Earlier. That might interfere with this. Put them back in the thing. Catch you tomorrow. Love me. You love me. I know. What did you say? I can't say it online. I'm prescribed the medication. People are watching. Nobody, but just in case, especially for focus. Yeah, I just looked it up before. Oh my god. Yeah. I was worried about saying Adderall. I'm so concerned because my live got suspended and somebody reported me for something I said about. I'm not going to say what it was, but I don't want to get in trouble. Marpool, how are you? You said some red hat people things. I know. I said something that was a little bit too conservative, I think, and I got myself in a little bit of trouble. So I'm learning not to, what you can say and what you can't say. It's strange, but nonetheless, it is what it is. We say what we can say. You say what you can. Free speech should be free speech, no matter what, even if it's ugly. It's not too much of a price to pay. Nag_God. Ooh. Oh. Thank you, Bad Boy, for joining. Thank you, Nay. Gatu. Thank you for joining. I am on a never-ending quest to save my girlfriend. Yep, so this is just me BSing my way and talking and having conversations about whatever's going down. Anybody wants to bring up a topic, we'd love to discuss. Go for it. Please. Understanding to other people's opinions, they do matter. If you don't agree with somebody, then you don't agree. That's fine. We don't have to get all hurt and bothered and angry because what somebody else is saying is not something that we prescribe to in our own lives. It's fine. Disagree. Talk about different things. Talk about, stuff that's important to you. If you have an opinion that you want to get out. I don't believe in being silent, but, we can be respectful. We can respectfully disagree. I don't think that happens enough. But that go back and forth, that banter, that conversation, that debate brings out the best after a while. It does seem like it brings out the worst at times, but just sometimes. Sometimes it brings out the best in people. I learned more about my opinions and my standing, what I think, when I argue or debate about it. I learn more about what I think when I see my opinions tested, my knowledge scrutinized, and my thoughts given to conjecture, and it helps me reaffirm my point. Or guess what? Some things happen. This is going to sound very strange. Based on new information, sometimes I change my mind. I know. I know. I don't want people to find this out. But sometimes I change my mind when new information is given to me. Verified, trust but verified. But yeah, that's it. There's a few things I changed my opinion on based on new information. I won't get too many of them. I'll wait till I get some more lives going before I start saying, AJ, Mandy, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you guys for being here for a moment. I'm sorry if I'm a little boring compared to others, but nonetheless, it is a thing. Anybody wants to join and bring up a topic of discussion? We're discussing and talking about random acts of kindness. Can you say something that good you've done, or something that good that you've witnessed, or something randomly that you paid forward that it's really amazing? And it's something that it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be you donated $1 million. It doesn't have to be that you've gone to Africa and dug 100 wells. God bless that man. I don't care if he's doing it for clout. It does not make a difference. Sometimes, just sometimes, it doesn't matter the recipe as long as the bread tastes good. And that man's bread is amazing. What Mr. Beast is doing is a beautiful thing. He's using his platform to help people. And why not? Good for him. Mazel tov. But if you guys can say something, anybody wants to post something good that's happened, something good you've done, something good you've seen, by all means, please throw it in the chat. Hop on. You can hop onto the live if you want to and talk about it. I just want to try to get into a habit of encouraging the positive behavior and the positive things that happen. Kazim, Luis, thank you for joining in. I appreciate you guys. We're talking about random acts of kindness. And I'll talk today about these two lovely ladies right behind me. Those two women right there. Can't see over here on YouTube, but I'll make a video about it and post it up over there. And hey, look, I was in an opportunity today. I had an opportunity. I was in Family Dollar. Go Family Dollar. I don't care what anybody says. I'm still buying stuff from there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm looking for value, more so now than ever. So if Family Dollar is going to save me 75 cents, I'm going. I just don't care. So while looking for acne cream in this Family Dollar, I was getting frustrated. I couldn't find it. Specific name, specific thing. My partner sent me out to grab it, and I couldn't find it. And there were these two women, these two wonderful women, these two beautiful human beings were standing there having their own conversation about Pond's skin cream and whatnot. And they were right where I needed to look. So I said, excuse me, ladies, I apologize. I'm not in your business. I'm not trying to, be rude. I just need to get there and check and see. No problem, baby, go on by. And so I did. And I couldn't find it. And I was there for a couple of minutes. She said, well, baby, what you looking for? Maybe I can help you find it. And first of all, bless her heart for even taking a moment out of what she's doing in her conversation with her friend to acknowledge that I'm looking frustrated. It's a blessing itself. Then we got into talking and chatting and joking, and it was just, lovely conversation, but I still didn't find what I was looking for. And then I went to the next aisle, and my partner sent me a picture of it. I said, I have the picture. Go back to the next aisle where the skin cream was, and those ladies are still there. I said, look, I got a picture of it. Now I'll be able to find it. And they started smiling, and it was great, and laughing, and started talking about it. Then they really got into business. They started helping me look for it. Still couldn't find it. I was defeated. I was defeated in aisle 6 of the Family Dollar because I could not find the acne cream I was sent so desperately to get. For somebody else, not for me. Go back online, beaten up, defeated, ruined for a terrible shopping experience. And then I said, oh, lo and behold, out of nowhere, there's one of the women comes up to me with it in her hand. Look, you can see right there. That's the stuff right there. The Terminator Acne Cream, which is called Terminator Acne Cream, for $6.15, where other creams, that same product over there with the same ingredients, are like $30. Proactive. Excuse me. So this woman took her time to walk all the way over to me online and hand me this. And She came with her friend. I said, you know what? And she says, dude, I seen it. I found it. It was in a different box, but the tube was the same. I even opened it up to make sure it was the same one you showed me the picture of. And sure as shoot, it was. And I brought it over to you. And man, I hugged this woman like she was my long lost sister from another mister. And she's the sweetest pie. And then we took this picture. We took this picture today. And that shows you, random acts of kindness in the most unsuspecting place. It was a beautiful experience, and I love to share this, and it made me feel good. It gave me a jolly and a warm, tingly feeling in my chest that wasn't related to the bacon that I had at lunch, and it was something I wanted to share with everybody because that happened. It was simple. It wasn't giving me a kidney. She didn't, sit for 3 hours on dialysis and donate blood. She just did something. The simple thing is taking some time out of her busy day to help somebody who she didn't know. She didn't know me from Adam. And she came on over and they both helped me out. And it was a beautiful experience. And I just want to pay it forward. I'm looking for the opportunity now for the inspiration of these beautiful women to do something kind for the next person. And we have to make that sexy. Yeah, again, I say this because this is a simple thing that happened. Not complicated, not, life-changing. It was a beautiful moment of kindness. And I'm so grateful for it. Because what that did is it inspired me to want to do more. I was in a little bit of a rut for a long time. But now, no, that was the twink on the nose that got me ready to see what I could do to help. Can you guys, somebody tell me something good that you've done or been a witness of? It doesn't have to be something big. It could be small. It could be seeing somebody with a cough, giving them a lozenge or a cough drop, randomly, or, letting somebody cut in front of you who's trying to merge lanes, which is something more people need to do. And not honking the horn to the person who's in front of you, who's letting the person in front of them merge into the lane like a maniac. Something a lot of people do. Find that random act of kindness. There used to be a MySpace page that I used to follow in the way back, in the long ago, in the before time. And there was Random Acts of Kindness was the page, and they were always sponsoring doing something small, doing something minimal to try to make somebody's day a little bit better or fill the gap in kindness where something's missing. If somebody just fill the gap. If it's quiet, there's silence. Give a little bit of, caring and understanding. Fill the need, find the need, fill the need. I think that reminds me. What was that movie, Chris? Find the need, fill the need. When they said that movie, I can't remember which movie it was. It was Morgan Freeman. He said, "Find the need, fill the need."
That wasn't from Bruce Almighty?
Bruce Almighty. It was Bruce Almighty. Yes, that was from Bruce Almighty. Yes. A Random Acts of Kindness, or Acts of Random Kindness, ARC. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, and that was from Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty. Oh, see, this is why you're here. You're smarter than me. But yeah, I mean, we got to find that. We got to make that sexy. We got to remember that it's just as it's better for the soul than a few seconds of entertainment watching somebody act up or fall down. Although, unfortunately, me and my family, we have a disorder when it comes down to people falling, especially if it's ourselves. One winter, I'm walking up the block. I fell down, slipped on the ice. My sister's next to me. While she's trying not to pee, laughing, I'm on the floor laughing. I couldn't get up because I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. For some reason, a slip and fall just cracks me up. As long as somebody doesn't get hurt too bad. But it just... thinking about it. It's hilarious. So come on, tell me, guys. What's a random act of kindness that you guys can do? What's something that you can focus on? What's something that you can turn into a good experience where you can have people randomly helping? Gotta figure that out. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Did you use one of the buttons?
Yeah, it was on this though. So you can only hear on this one. Here, you have to put it on this one. It's sweaty. You hear when I talk into this, what it does. You gotta sound mix in great. Just because I'm trying to do this podcast thing. There's three things I know it's not going to be in it. One, I'm never going to be skinny. It's just not going to happen. Two, I'm never going to be rich. What are you going to do? And three, I'm never going to be famous. I'm not looking for those things. I'm not praying for those things. Because that obsession, that feeling, does three things to you. One, it leaves you when you don't, if you don't achieve those goals, those dreams, it hurts your soul. You feel bad about yourself. It makes you self-deprecating in a way that you don't need to be. Two, it sets yourself up for missing a lot of opportunities to just being okay, getting by, doing your thing, being comfortable. You miss the simple things that make life worthwhile when you do that. And three, I'm more likely to become a starting forward for the Knicks than I would be to become rich and famous. It's not gonna happen. I don't play the lottery. I used to, don't get me wrong, from time to time, I play the lottery. But it doesn't make much sense to me anymore. Because what's the opportunity? What am I gonna do? I'll pay $1 here and there when the mega or the Powerball gets up to $1.5 billion. Sure, I'll pay $1 or two. I used to have a scratch-off problem because I was always hoping for that. But in the last couple of months, I'm saying this mantra. It is okay that I'm not going to be rich. It's fine. It's fine. I have a job that I enjoy. I have a wonderful family and friends. I'm grateful for every minute I have. And it took practice to feel that way because I always felt I was lacking or longing for something. Like there was always something missing. And I always felt money would fix it. Now, if somehow magically tomorrow the universe, the Lord, decided to bestow upon my bank account a couple $100,000, groovy. Get that house, pay off the cars, get out of debt, and then put away for retirement. Yes, that would be a win. But it's not going to happen. So if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not saying don't have hope. Just saying adjust your standards just a little bit of what your expectations for yourself should be. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate the small victories. I woke up today. I made it to the bathroom. I didn't pee on the floor. Yes! This was a goal. It was great. Right in there. It was perfect. No issues, no problem. I drove from point A to point B today. No accidents, no red light tickets, not get pulled over. Fantastic. Small victories. Be happy with the smaller things. Don't just beat yourself up. If you've got food in your belly, you've got your safety of your home, you're in those situations where you can put a little something away for savings if that's possible. I can't. But if you can, great. That would be the goal I'd like to get to, then that's good. That's fantastic. And you're already a winner. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper water and coffee in my sister's Powerpuff Girls mug. Yes. Powerpuff Girls. Because I was too lazy to go to the top shelf and grab my Golden Girls mug. Candy, None, what's up? How you guys doing? Thank you for joining the live. Can you write in something good that's happened to you? Can you write something positive that took place in your day today? Can you post a moment? Christian, how you doing? Thank you so much. Can you post a moment of anything that happened today or yesterday or recently that was positive, that was an amazing experience, something where you were part of or took place in a random act of kindness that made you feel good or a little fulfilled? It could be something recent. It doesn't have to be something today. It could be something that happened recently. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't got to be big. It's got to be small. Small steps. Small strokes, small steps. Get you going every day. Oh, thank you. You can talk. You're not bothering me. You're my partner for life. You say whatever you want. Trying to think of lately any other good things that's happened, and I'd love to hear more about the good stuff that anybody else is doing, anybody that somebody has, And if you want to go ahead and like the live, go for it, because I like attention. No, that's not it. But again, the reason I'm doing this, as I said before,
You gave that homeless person McDonald's when you were with Leo the other day.
yeah, but if I say something like that,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
that would be like me saying, "I am so great. I did this
Leo
wonderful
Gave
thing."
the McDonald's to the homeless person.
Yeah, there we go. All right. You know, when you do something good and post about it, people say you're clout. What the hell did I say? Clout up? No. What's it called? When people are complaining about people posting things, they're saying they're just doing it for the attention, for the clout. And listen, the person who's receiving the assistance, you're giving that dollar to, you're buying the hamburger for, you're feeding somebody that's hungry. Don't shame them. No, don't do that. And if they have their permission to go ahead and post it, go ahead and post it. Because, we need to be doing more good things and we need to be stop, crapping on the people who do. Because if they're doing it for clout or not, what does it matter? Is the act still happening? Are they still doing something good? Are they helping somebody? Great. That's fantastic. What's the difference between that and these politicians that are running up and down for election? You know, they don't do half the stuff for their constituents that they're supposed to be doing. But every photo op, every opportunity, they're running for election. So they're going to show up for things they have nothing to do with, just to take credit for it. So if you do something good, post it. If you see something good, somebody did something good for you, say thank you. Post a thank you. Look, this is what this person did for me today. It was so amazing. It was such a good experience. That's an opportunity where you're not clout chasing. You're not clout chasing. What you're doing is you're sharing a wonderful story of a random act of kindness that happened to you, and you want to share it with people. So you should share it with people. Who cares what anybody says? That people say you're just doing that because somebody wants to look at you. So what? The person eat? Are there 100 wells being dug in Africa for people, villages of people? Thousands and thousands of people who need it. It's being done. So what? Good luck. Happy. Inshallah. We should be doing more things like that for each other. Like these two amazing, beautiful women who helped me find my acne cream today in Family Dollar, who I did not get their name. Oh, I wish I got their names. So go ahead, guys. Go ahead and like the live, please, for me, if you don't mind. I'd like to see, how does it say how many people are actually in here? Holy crap. Where does it say? Judith, Cesar, Aziz, Sophia. Ooh, we got some nice names. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We're talking about random acts of kindness today. We're talking about random acts of kindness, and if you can post, somebody wants to share something they took part of, a random kindness you've done to somebody, for somebody, or something somebody has kindly done for you. It doesn't have to be big. It could be something as simple as the person in front of you has one item while you have a full shopping cart in the supermarket, and you say, "Go ahead of me." That's enough. That's a good thing to do. That's a wonderful experience. That I love it when people do that. When I'm with one thing in my hand going to the supermarket and they say, "Go right in front of me." I think that's a wonderful service to perform to your fellow man, and I say man as humankind. So do it, promote it, talk about it. Be about it. Why not? What is it in Islam? How do you say? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to try this because I remember a Muslim friend of mine. How do you say this word? How do you pronounce this? Swab. Swab. Let's see if I'm wrong here. Throb. Throb. Call it a throb. Doing a good thing. Why not? Do good things. Do good stuff for each other. Do something. Random acts of kindness, folks. Let's do random acts of kindness for each other. Let's be kind. There's so much anger. Everybody's so mad. And rightfully, there's plenty of good reason to be upset. I mean, everybody, thank you for joining the live. There is plenty of good reasons to be upset in the world today. There is not much good happening, at least that we're allowed to see. You know, I'm not a conspiracist. Don't get me wrong, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's not a donkey. But I don't usually buy into too much conspiracy stuff because one, I don't try to knock other people's beliefs. Just for me, it does not mesh with my vibe. You know, it's something I control. Is the Earth flat? It could be. Likely not. The probability is very high that the Earth is not flat. But is it possible? In science, all things are possible. We're just talking about the levels of improbability. It is highly improbable that the Earth is not flat. But people who believe this, fine. Inshallah, enjoy. Believe what you see. You know, people who don't, bistore. But don't let those beliefs, don't let those feelings stop your kindness. Don't let that take away your intention. You know, don't let it take away your ability to see the goodness in people. Because it's a ratings thing. It's all ratings. It's all about popularity. It's like freaking high school. You know, the news will post things. Everyone's, oh, why is the media posting that? Oh, this is terrible. Why are you watching it? Did you turn on? Did you turn on the news when you wanted to hear what the president has said? If the President Biden fell, if former President Trump fell, if former President Trump is saying something, if current President Biden is saying something. Did you watch the news? Did you turn to the news when you hear of a kid who comes from a horrible household with a difficult background of poverty and frustration, and everything's pointing against them? Did you turn on the news when they turned around and got their high school diploma? Did they get celebrated for that? No, because we don't turn to that. We turn to the sexy stuff. And sex is violence and sex, and that's what people say. But we also, with one hand, condemn them. With the other hand, we're clicking the remote to turn to the channel to see more of it. So it's sad that the news is not the news of what it was, where there was integrity and there was more. Now it's a ratings thing. I don't think it's the journalists. I think it's their bosses. I think it's the owners, it's the president, it's the boards of directors who want those commercials to sell the product. It's, you know, the so-and-so trying to give you the 2024 all-new four-wheel drive blah. Comes with 6 cup holders, 4 CD-ROMs, a solar panel, and if you press this little red button, it will rub your butt. But they want to sell that to you, so we'll turn to whatever's saying that. We can't be too mad at them because we're buying into it. So locally on TikTok is amazing. The format, the personal, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, everything. You have the opportunities to highlight the good things between us, the good things that happen. So let's highlight the good things. You know, don't be worried if it's not big enough. You know, if you're not digging wells like Mr. Beast, that's fine. But again, if you let somebody cut in front of you in the line because they had one thing and you had a shopping cart full, that's great. If you see somebody struggling with holding a bunch of things while they're trying to get into their car, if you take a bag and help them, that's fantastic. It's a good thing. It's worthy of recognition. I'm going to try to pay it forward. I'm going to look for the opportunity tomorrow throughout my day to pay forward the kindness that these women in Family Dollar did for me. And I'm going to find a way to pay it forward tomorrow. My goal tomorrow is to do not just one thing, but be a kind person tomorrow. That's my goal. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to look for opportunities to be good. I'm going to look for a chance to say something inspiring, or not even inspiring, just give somebody a chuckle or give a smile and not feel weird about it. Just, be good. Hey, Moses, thank you for joining. I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for joining nonetheless. And you're talking about kindness. And nobody's posting it, so, I would love if somebody was more interactive, if somebody wanted to join in to pop in and talk about some of the kindness that you've been doing, some kind things that have you done. What random act of kindness have you been a part of? Come on, people. You can do it. Somebody say something amazing. Somebody say something you did. Give the kindness, give the random kindness like these two wonderful women did for me today in Family Dollar. What did I do? I pressed the button. Now it went loopy. Oh, see how are we doing here? How the heck did I do that? I did something.